The next segment we're going to do is measuring the galley drawers in the Vita 24P. We're going to start with the drawers that are underneath the galley sink. So 11 inches wide. The depth is 7 inches, and the height
3.5.
is 3.5. Width is 11 inches. The length 21, and the height is 3.5. And 11 inches on the width again. 21 on the length. And 3.5 on the overall height. And then there's one more right below the galley countertop.
I have 10.5.
10.5 on the width.
21.
21 on the length.
This is 2.5.
And 2.5 on the height. Then we'll transition to the overhead storage space in the galley. These shelves are adjustable, but we're going to just measure the total interior height for you. But again, they are adjustable to your needs as far as what you might be putting in there.
Width is
25.5 width for these two doors. And then the height is 20.5. And then the depth
17.
is 17. And then this is a pass-through from the front to the back, so you do have that additional space as well. The door opening is 11.5 inches. And again, the overall height is 20.5 and 17. And then if we open up both of these and get the full length, that sits at 42.25. And then we have the pantry, and again you have adjustable shelves. You got 2 adjustable shelves on the top. The
13.
opening is 13 inches. Overall height
33.
is 33. And the depth
Is about 22.
is 22. And again, adjustable shelves. There is a clothes rod up there as well, so you could take both of those out and use it as a wardrobe area. And then you have the same down here, it does have the clothes rod. The opening is 13 inches. 34 inches in height, and the depth is 22. Again, with 2 adjustable shelves and the clothes rod. Also, you have storage space behind the TV. Handle there pulls out, and Abby will go ahead and measure the width. 25 inches. The height 20.5.
And then 17.
Is 17 for the depth, and again you do have 1 adjustable shelf in there as well. And now we're going to cover the overhead bed storage. First with the storage cabinets.
27.5.
27.5 is the opening, and the right side
27.5.
is also 27.5. The full length is 65 inches to pass through. The height is 10, and the depth is 17 inches. And then we're going to measure the shelf, which can be utilized to put your cell phone in, at night, or CPAP machine.
The height is about 7 3/4.
7 3/4 as far as height. The length of it
65.
is 65. And the depth
About 6.
is 6 inches. And now we're going to move on to the pull-out pantries and drawer below the refrigerator, and then transition to the storage above the dinette. So these are push-button opening block. Pull out as such.
The width of those is 22 inches.
22 inches in width.
The overall height is about 19 3/4.
19 3/4 for the height.
And the shelf space is about 3.5.
And the space for your shelves about 3.5. And again, these are adjustable, so you can vary your heights based on whatever you have in the pantry. And then the lower one. Here you have 3 adjustable shelves.
22.
22 inches as far as the width.
It is about 38.5. Or I'm sorry, 36.
36 and a half as far as height. And the depth.
And about 3.5.
And 3.5. And then we'll get the storage below the refrigerator. The width
21.
is 21. The depth
21.
is also 21. And the height
Is 8.5.
is 8.5 inches. And as you can see, there's full length extension drawers, both in the galley and the storage below the refrigerator. Next we'll do the storage above the dinette.
Twenty-nine and a half.
29.5 inches wide on the left, and also 29.5 on the right. And then the pass-through would be
Is 72 inches.
72 inches. The height is
Just shy of 10.
just around 10 inches, just shy of that. And the depth
17.
is 17 inches. And now that the interior is done, we're going to go to the outside and do the outside compartments for you on the Vita 24P. Now we're going to measure the outside compartments on the Vita 24P. Starting in the rear compartment, we're going to measure the opening of the doors.
It's 24.
So 24 inches wide
Wait, hold that.
by
37 and a half.
37 and a half. And now we'll get the interior measurements.
The width is 41.
So 41 inches in width. The height
Is 44.
is 44 for the height. And then the depth
Is about 20 and a half.
is about 20 and a half inches. And then there is a little shelf in here. We'll measure that for you as well.
9 and a half
9.5 inches wide
by 20.
by 20. And we'll transition up to the next storage spot. So we've got the width of the door opening
23 and a half
is 23 and a half
by 37 and a half.
by 37 and a half. The depth
About 10.
is 10 inches.
You're down.
And then you do have some additional
Height.
height storage in here. 72 inches, 6 feet of storage. And next is the last exterior storage compartment here on the driver's side. So again, the door opening is 32 inches. The height is 10.5 inches. The depth,
20 3/4.
20 3/4.
And about 43.5.
And 43.5 inches wide. And then height. Interior height
Is 20.
is 20 inches. And that concludes the measurements of the Vita 24P, both inside and out. If you have additional questions on this specific model, feel free to reach out to any of our sales consultants here at Lichtsinn RV.